You were muted, aren't you?
Nah, I
What's
was
up,
waiting.
everybody?
What up, y'all? Finally, officially have somebody worse at logging on than Chris Howell with Anson. TJ takes the cake. He's the winner.
Yeah, we're gonna blame it on his kid though.
Yeah, he's like, my son was supposed to have this done. He's 16. I'm like, there's your problem. You
Yeah.
trusted a 16-year-old.
Either way, we've got it. We're finally we've got everything going. So we found a way
Thomas,
around it.
Ryan, Matt, about time. What kind of redhead
I
stepchild?
know, I know. But no, it's we're good. So we're just gonna go ahead and bring him on. Our guest tonight
Well,
is
let's do we
oh,
need to
go
talk
ahead.
about a couple things first?
Yeah, let's first thing we need to talk about is you know, the passing of Kevin Hellwood. He created MTE. He brought us all together, and separated us from the conventional world and brought us together and the detailing side so we could shine and have, our own show. So there is a GoFundMe out there. It is on, a lot of people are sharing it. So you can go there to help out the family and stuff.
A little
There's
backstory on that. So he had, for y'all that don't know, he had a heart transplant. It took forever to get the heart. They had a couple of, close calls and had to find another heart. Got that. Then he slipped and fell and had a whole another thing of issues. So there's going to be some pretty wild hospital bills and stuff. So they will need help with that. But yeah, go support them. It's a great family. We love the Hellwoods, and so
yeah,
they put us here.
yeah, MTE wouldn't be here without the
Yeah,
Hellwoods. So
absolutely.
do what you can. They need help.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of costs and stuff. And they just even after funeral costs and everything else, Karen, his wife, and their daughters and stuff like that. So it's going for a great cause. So if you can do
Absolutely.
that, go on there, the GoFundMe. It's on several of the Dent pages, Facebook pages. Everybody's sharing it. We've shared it.
Mhm.
Um, uh, Toledo's have shared it. A lot of people are going to the funeral this weekend. Those that can make it. But yeah, lift them up
Yeah,
in your prayers.
look at what he created. Like for y'all that was at MTE this year, just think about that. Like he created that. That's freaking amazing.
Yeah, I mean, just how this year was the biggest year ever in it, and but yeah, it's very sad. We had the best show, biggest show they've ever had, and made it through it. And we all know he's going to be looking over MTE every year from now on. But
I think he timed it too. Like he made it, got through the last MTE for him, so yeah, he was there
yeah,
in spirit with that. So it's a
Vent
sad
Vent
time, but
Vent said 4,500 attendees, so
wow,
it
that's
was a big
insane.
show. Big show.
I'd like to. So we got that, and then I want to uplift a note. I want to give out shout outs to all the award winners, Ryan Shuddy, and his guys over there did digest for Golden Mike. Congratulations.
Yes.
Yeah, Mary Toledo, Person of the Year. Congratulations. Derek Yost, Mentor of the Year. Congratulations. And Matt Boyette, Toolmaker of the Year. Congratulations. Y'all all
And
crushed it.
Kevin Hellwood with the Lifetime Achievement Award
Yeah,
too.
that too. Okay, yeah.
And yeah, I think Randy Hobson had taken that on his behalf. But congratulations to all of y'all. Y'all are all, I mean, of course, you're friends of ours. We love you and couldn't be happier for y'all. But man, if y'all didn't make it to MTE this year,
You missed out.
you missed out. And
Rob
look,
Ivy.
yeah, I missed that. I mean, I didn't even get to see everything, and every year I'm like, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to go around.
Yeah.
It
How's
my
that work
voice.
out for you?
Yeah, my voice is just now getting back from 4 days talking. So anyway, yeah, great show, and of course we'll talk more about it with our guest because him and
He
his
was
wife.
there too. Yeah.
Yeah. So our guest tonight is none other than TJ Beyer, a good friend of ours. Him and he's been with the Wiz for 23 years, and great technician, great husband, great father. Just an all around great guy, and we love him. And so I guess we'll bring him on. 22 minutes later.
Mr. IT tech support himself.
Hey, I got these working.
Hey,
I got
look at
these
you.
working too.
We're
There you
doing
go.
things.
Sweet. Well, how you doing today?
Doing good, other than our technical difficulties.
Why are you sweating?
Oh man, I was running around the house trying to get this thing working.
Yeah. It is what it is. It happens all the time, and you're not the first, and you will not be the last.
Nope.
But
Tad said hi.
Hi, Tad.
Hi, Tad. You're at the pool. Where you at?
David. Probably got it from a pickle. Could not resist. Yeah, Ryan, say what's up. Spencer, say what's up.
Spencer. Yeah, I guess I'm a little technically not up with the times. I thought I was okay, but I should have started this process at like 8 this morning maybe, and I would have had it dialed in by now. So
well, if we switch streaming platforms to Ecamm, and there's a lag on there, and it's really cool, but StreamYard is just so simple to use. But you have to have Google, and if you don't already have Google Chrome downloaded, as you found out, or you don't know your Facebook password, then
I tell you what, the comments are blowing up.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. But all right, so we'll go ahead and move into our show. So what we always do is try to get a quick, background of how you got started into PDR to where you are today. So if you want to, just explain how you found out about it and go from there.
So I was working as a mechanic. I came from a family of mechanics. Worked for a Toyota dealership for about 5 years as part of my co-op and with our technical school here locally, and found out really quick that I love cars, but I don't love turning wrenches every day. And I was pretty miserable. So it was a rainy day. There was a PDR tech in the shop working, taking advantage of our cleanup day, working, and I had no idea what it was. No clue. This is in 2000, 2001. And I walked over and said, "Hey, man, what are you doing?" And he kind of showed me, talked to me a little bit about it. And he said, "Hey, we're hiring." And I said, "This is interesting. This is neat stuff, And I had nothing to lose. I mean, I had a career going, but I was living with my parents, dating my wife. But we weren't living together, didn't have all the responsibilities that we do now. And I said, "What the heck? I'm gonna give this a shot. This stuff seems pretty cool." And he was throwing around some numbers too, like compared to what I was making then. I was like,
oh, you can make this much.
yeah.
Pulling you in.
Yep. So I went out to PDR school with Dent Wizard, and I was in. If some of you know who Steve Payne is, or who Steve Payne was, and
House of Pain,
rest in peace. But I was in his first class as director of training, and he was a little tough on us. And coincidentally, while we were there, 9/11 happened.
Oh, yeah.
So that was also interesting little caveat in the middle of training. So anyways, it went from there, went into the field. I don't remember where I even placed in my class. It was middle of the road. I was real consistent, decent test taker, so things just rolled through pretty steady. And I went, came back, and lo and behold, we had a hailstorm pretty quick. So I was working a route, and then we got blasted, and I got thrown into the wolves. It's probably the best thing that ever happened to me because it got me up to speed real quick.
Awesome.
So so shortly after that, I was running a route, and then I had an opportunity to help out in a large leasing company, which coincidentally is Dent Wizard's fleet provider called Mike Albert Leasing, and got in there and was working with another tech, the tech who actually introduced me to PDR. He decided to leave Dent Wizard, and they wouldn't put me in there because I was too green. They said,
Oh,
hey,
man.
you know, yeah, like you can't handle this account. It's work every day. It's really a big deal, and we think you're a good guy and all, but we don't think you're ready. So they brought some guy in from a different area, and he failed within 3 months. And the guys from Mike Albert already knew me, so they called me to come help, and I had to call management to get things straightened out. And I've been there ever since, and just kind of diversified my account base. That was almost full time for me originally, and then their volume has changed. So I shifted into some other accounts, and one of my niches is body shop work. So I have about 9 body shops I do work with, and man, it's been good. It's been good. I just constantly evolving and trying to make the best of every day.
Romeo said, "Nice hat."
Real nice hat.
Oh, anyway, there we go.
Out of curiosity, who was that tech that got you into Dent Wizard?
He was actually a guy named Tim Prevette. He goes by the name of Dent Dude. I saw him at MTE. I did not go talk to him though.
Oh yeah, one of those.
I will say that he was pretty good to me when I got started.
Okay.
But I have he helped me along, when they told me, hey, you're on your own as far as invoicing and being on commission with the draw and all that. He had made sure that I wasn't going into a deficit or anything like that. He was pretty good to me, but we don't have any bad blood, but we don't talk, which is
Gotcha.
kind of how it went. Yeah. So
I think we all have those people.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, he's a good tech. He's a good tech. It just didn't work out as far as staying friends, I guess. So
it happens.
Yeah.
23 years. Good grief.
It's a lot, man.
You're old.
Yeah. My kids remind me every day.
Right.
So how old are you?
45.
Just turned
45 in December. Yep.
December what?
30th.
Oh, okay. So you're a year older, well, almost a year older than me.
Yeah.
So,
I think everybody in our tight group is younger than me, except for maybe David White. If he's listening, I think he's got me beat by a few years.
Well, then where's he at? This guy's like 80.
Oh, Rob. Yeah.
Nice.
Rob's
Don't be a painter.
I met Rob back in my early whiz days when we did this like technician council thing. And I met Rob then, and then one of our first award trips, we were in Mexico, and Tracy and I sat with Rob at the pool bar for quite a while, and we got to laughing because we realized that nobody in that pool bar that was drinking was leaving the water to go take a leak at any point. So, including ourselves, So,
yeah.
Yeah.
No dye in the pool.
No,
there.
Rob,
speaking of, I'll be
right?
back.
Oh gosh, I guess he's going to use the bathroom. Yeah. So yeah. So my squirrel, my mind's gone. It's 23 years in. You started in 2000.
01 technically.
01 technically.
Yeah.
But you learned about it in 2000, I guess.
Yeah.
So I come from, my dad was a mechanic stuff. I bought the shop and stuff, turned it into a PDR shop. So I understand. I like turning wrenches on my own stuff, but I wouldn't like to do it for a living.
Yeah, I was obsessed, man. I was as a young kid, I used to, back when we got as old as I am, we got magazines, and I had subscriptions to different magazines. I would read them cover to cover, whether it was I was into Mini Trucking magazine. I was into I would read stuff like Motor Trend. I mean, it should be boring stuff, and I would remember horsepower ratings, torque rating, all the stats for cars and stuff. Yeah. But I think it's because my grandfather owned 2 shops, and when I was young,
I've already gone through that, Andy.
All right, cool.
Sorry.
So yeah, my grandfather had 2 shops, and my dad ran one, and it was a old Shell Auto Care, so it had like 3 bays. And my mom would work second shift, and she would drop me off in the afternoon with Dad, and then she would take off to work. So I just naturally I was around cars constantly, and
Yeah.
I think that it fed my obsession. You know, my dad, my grandpa didn't care; they were burnt out. You know, that was the tough part. But
yeah, it's like I didn't. I wish I would have watched my dad a lot more. But let me ask you this: see if you learned this as a kid to do it right, could you hold a flashlight right?
Nobody can. It's impossible.
None of us can, man.
Yeah.
None of us, that's for sure.
Jeff was asking what month in 01 did you graduate? He was September of 01.
I was August 20th. Was my no, my bad. That's not right. So September 11th. It would have been in September, I think.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, because September 11th was right there in the middle of my school. So yeah, who was that?
Jeff Crumwitty.
Maybe he was in my class. The name doesn't ring a bell.
Him and Rob are real tight. Nobody else. He said y'all had to be in the same class.
It might have been the same class. I had a list at one time, and I've misplaced it of all the names and phone numbers of guys in my class, and I think I might be one of the remaining techs at Dent Wizard.
Jeff saying he's the doper.
Yeah, who's the doper? Specify.
But
yeah, that's a long time ago too. Like, cause I went in 03, and man, it's changed so much. Like hearing people come out of school nowadays and age, it's like what? It's changed a lot.
It has. I think one of the I love the guys that I worked with. My class was kind of a mess. They were moving people all over. I worked with Mike Seawald. He kind of finished my class for me.
Oh, nice.
So that was pretty cool. Yeah. And I had a guy named Dave Slimmer that filled in for a little while. He was a corporate trainer. I think he's an independent in St. Louis now.
Okay.
Dave had me on the day of our certification day or whatever, our final test. He came over and he's like, "What the heck's taking you so long, man?" I was like, "I think I'm doing pretty good. I'm about done here, I think, He's like, "I got my 69 Camaro out on the trailer. We're going to the track tonight. I need you to throw a belt on it before we go to the track," because he knew I was a mechanic. So he just wanted me to get done and get out there and work on his race car. So, but yeah. But it was a weird class, I think, compared to probably what's going on now. And
At least you didn't have Dave Chrisman. That's who one of my trainers were, and he shit on my head every time I was working on a den. I'm like, dude, like really?
Yeah, I know Chrisman.
Everybody know Chrisman.
Yeah.
See, I don't know all these guys, so I'm just sitting here listening.
Then Mr. Rob Kaysen. Rob Kaysen is one of my
great.
favorite people in St. Louis. Like, I love Rob to death.
Yeah.
I was bummed not to see him and Mike Orr at MTE this year.
Yep. Mike Orr, I think he's all the Tech's favorites, really. As far as supporting us, getting us what we need, and that part of Dent Wizard has gotten good, where we can order tools that are discounted, and they kind of leverage that volume to help out techs, and there still are tools,
Dave shit a lot of heads. You ain't lying. I like some Toby Fields and Dave Chrisman together in St. Louis. That would have been epic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting to look at the you guys are all over this. I keep forgetting to look at the comments over here.
We've done it a time or two. Actually, we've done it 91 times to be exact.
Man, actually, more than that, but we didn't call some episodes like by number. So
okay,
yeah,
we're close to 100.
Tim White, Brad Beach, Mike Seawall, Steve Payne, and Rob Casey. You right?
Yep.
Oh look, Dad's on. Hey, Dad.
There he is.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad, look what I have up here. That was his gift to me.
What is it?
It's little license plates, and it's a D from one, a little B from one, an A, and a P.
Man, you must be the favorite kid. Like, I ain't get shit.
I gave him a gift too, though. So you got to give to receive.
Whoa.
Not that way.
What up, Cliffy?
Oh,
Yeah, that's cool. I remember meeting you. What years was it we met at the Cincinnati meetup? That's where I met you and Jeremy Nadeau. That was a good meetup. Kyle Violet. When we came up there to hang out.
The Dayton deal.
Dayton, yeah, that's it.
Yeah. 2017 maybe.
Maybe.
Something
Before I
like
rolled
that.
out 2 years later, I'm a free man.
Yeah. It was probably 2017, 2018. That was the first tech meetup that I did with Kyle Violet.
Yeah.
So, and that's I believe that was the first time I met Jeremy in person too.
I think so. I think we
Jeremy
all just kind of
Nadeau.
met. Yeah.
Did he take? Did he want to go to Golden Corral that night?
No, he didn't.
Me and him had to fix Garrett Griffith's car. Like, they beat the shit out of Garrett's car. Then Kyle, like, for demonstration purposes, and Kyle was like, all right, cool. We rolled out. I'm like, wait, what? Y'all just going to leave this man's car like this? So me and Jeremy jumped in and fixed it.
Oh, yeah. Is that when everybody else was outside beating up the that junk car they had, all the hammers?
Oh, we did that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun. I enjoyed that meetup.
It was good. It was really good. Back in the good old days.
Golden Corral, speaking of shitting on people. Man, you ain't lying. There's one night we was outside all together. God bless, after y'all got back.
Yeah, it hit me. It hit me and Joko pretty rough.
Yeah.
But Jeremy, he was hilarious. Anyway.
We're kind of having to fast forward a little quicker than normal since we have the technical difficulties. But we learned about your past and everything. Let's talk about what.
I was gonna say we don't have to end at 7. We can go. I mean, we still stick to an hour. We're at 22. Unless you got to go somewhere, I can stay with him.
Sleep. I got the Florida flu.
Oh,
yeah, I'm
Florida flu.
As bad. I got the stuffy nose, and like Amanda woke me up about 100 times last night snoring, so a little sore throat and everything. But I mean, I'm here. I'm surviving.
So far so good on our front. So between me and Tracy, my wife, to those of you that don't know Tracy, but
yeah, Tracy's awesome. Tracy's one of the guys. Like, she fits right in. I love it.
Yeah,
I don't have to worry about bringing her around. That's for sure. I mean, there's no topic off. She can handle about anything you throw at her. So
sorry, Kevin. The flu came from Vegas.
Las Vegas.
People brought it from the SHOT Show, and they brought it to Florida. Let me specify. But I was in Florida when I got it, so that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
She snores up.
Hey,
no, it was me this time.
I think I had more fun at this MTE than I've ever had.
It was a blast.
Yeah.
Well,
we've got a good group of guys. We got a tight knit group of guys that hang out, and
it's so funny.
For sure.
I was telling somebody, like, you want to get there and meet all these people like you've talked to on Facebook and this and that, and try to make a point to meet all these people. But most of the time, if you look around, you're hanging out with the people we're in the text group with all the time, texting and everything. Like we've just became a tight knit group, so that's really cool.
Well, we're like a family, so I mean, we don't get to be around each other than texting and stuff like that. So when you do, you want to hang out with them. I mean, it's great meeting everybody else and talking, but I'd rather go out to dinner and breakfast and all that with y'all than somebody I don't really know.
See this guy in person, like towards the end, he was like, "Have you been dodging me?" I was like, "No, believe me, I've tried."
He could have brought it. He was sick in the beginning.
He was, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Who was that?
Bruce
Alverson. But then he sweated it out and he was good to go.
And the Sarahs, I wanted to meet the Sarahs in person. Didn't get to meet that whole family. They had the whole gang, and I couldn't even catch none of them. I'm like, what?
Yeah, they had the whole gang, and they were staying off. I say off campus. I've been telling everybody that off campus. A lot of people had Airbnbs off campus.
Yeah,
but off site. But
so just in the head.
We did that this year too. I don't think I'll do it again. I'll just spend the money. We were just thinking, save us half pretty much off the Gaylord's, nightly rate. And It was just a pain. It would have been so much easier just to walk up to the room, and we must have Ubered 50 times over the 4 days or 3.5 days we were down there. So I don't know if we saved. I don't know if we saved any money at all.
Well, I thought about doing it, but Amanda brought up an interesting point. She's like, "What happens when I want to go to bed and you still gonna stay up all night talking?" I was like,
Yeah.
"You're right." Well, just stay here.
So, I do want to. We're going to get into you outside of the PDR world too, but I do want to kind of get both of y'all's takes on the new tools. What you think. Stuff. Oh, I didn't mean right this second.
Is he getting tools?
This thing done made half its money back today.
And I love it, but
I want Charles's too, and I want all of them.
I know, but Charles's is the one that I want, and playing with it and him explaining it. And he fixed one of the main issues with most of them, but the other feet that can go around the body line or concave, on that sucker, and it's almost like a little porta power, so it's awesome. That I loved his mini lifter, the new adapters for the crease and his crease tabs, phenomenal.
I got his mini lifter just off those creases alone. Like Gene was over there, the guru was over playing with it. I was like, of all the damn times for me, but the Cam Auto booth, you over here doing demonstrations and shit. So I bought it immediately.
And he did tell me that his tabs were unbreakable, and I said, "Are you challenging me?"
Stefan's got a video coming out about the Cam Auto ladder rotation. That'd be good.
There you go, brother.
Yeah,
it'll be a good video too. What's up, Barry?
Barry, hey,
and Barry, I got to talk with Barry for about 20 minutes the first party night, and it's so loud in there, and I didn't get a chance to sit down with him or go visit with him, and I apologize because I really wanted to sit down and talk with Barry.
Yeah, Barry, I don't know if you just saw it, but I just brought out the JVF lateral and said that it almost paid for itself today. Like it'll be paid for itself really quick. So firm believer. But like I said, all that Kiko's got there, everybody's got them. They all have different purposes, all good for certain places. So I've already got 4, and I'm still going to buy more. Like that's I got all the different lateral tension, and I'm going to keep on buying them.
Definitely, there were some. So David Haxton had bought a window wedge, a little air, pump window wedge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he's like, these are the best around, and they will not deflate, and all this. And like, where'd you get it? And he took me to the booth. He finally found the booth. It was a German booth, German tool company. It had a bunch of glue tabs and stuff, and so I ended up buying a bunch of different glue tabs and stuff. Totally forgot about buying that window wedge. And
it's funny how that works.
I know I texted Haxton today. I was like, you know what I forgot to buy? But yeah, there's so many great tools. I didn't get to see them all. I've been seeing people post about some of them.
I did buy. Somebody sent him one.
There you go. Oh yeah. What's up, Tom?
What anything you got, TJ?
I went into the world of cold glue at this show. I think I bought a lot with Dent Slayer with Matt. So
yes.
I got his I don't remember the name of it, but the spring loaded slide hammer.
Yep, retractable.
And
AR9.
Retractable, yeah. Yep. I got his tabs. The new bendable J hook, because I always struggled with finding the J hook I like. I haven't used it yet. And then I bought the small rat rod. I'll tell you what, man, that thing, it's kind of quirky and weird, but it gets you in some spots. I used it. I know James did a video where he used it on a RAV4 quarter pound, popping the trim off and going through the trim hole. I used it on a RAV4 door on a dent down pretty low, where I took that same adjoining trim off and was able to use that mini rat rod right through that trim hole on the door too. And then I used it around a door handle, just took the little plug for the bolt access for the handle, and it worked there. I looked at a lot of lateral tension stuff. I didn't pull the trigger on anything though, but that's something that's coming for me for sure, because I keep doing bigger and bigger damage, bigger matches, and I just think if it works, man, if it helps.
Well,
if
you know,
if it,
it's not just for. I was talking to Kevin Bird yesterday about it. That it's not just for the big stuff, like even the Kiko ones, the small ones, and these stretched oil can dents. Put it around that, and you can fix them suckers pretty quick without using a hot box.
Yeah, I've used it on
And
stretched tail on
yeah.
like a Subaru hood, and it came right out,
Really?
no issues. Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, like I said, it's all. I did this. This was the JVF lateral tension. I mean, this was a rough out, but you
Mhm.
see how caved in that bedside is, and then like no time at all. Like I said, it's rough out just not to replace the bedside, but I mean it pulled that thing like quick. So I'm a firm believer after that. That was like I said,
Yeah.
I had the JVF lateral tension on it, and then the Cam Auto floor puller coming all different directions. Yeah, it yanked it like a champ.
You guys have any pool? Are you messing with any of the pool towers yet? Or
he just got one.
I got the suction one.
okay,
I've got a lift in here, so that's my pool towers.
yeah.
I was
Absolutely.
telling who was I was talking to
We'll try that.
Spencer Roten out of Louisiana today, and but you can take and James Ritchie's who I got the idea from. Just take a ratchet strap, cut the one hook off the end, then glue the straps
Yep.
to it. So when I do stuff like on my like a door on the hood stand and stuff, I'll put it between in the middle of my lift, so I can use both towers pulling up high. I can pull it, you know, and use that. But
Okay.
Awesome meeting you too, Jess.
oh yeah, now I see his face. Yeah, familiar. I remember.
Yeah, I mean, obviously being in the shop helps with all that. Like I can look at something like, hey, I feel right in the shop. I can use it. I mean, we had to, of course, with this Swiss tracks, we got to pull up a square of the floor, but I mean, it's worth it to get what I needed to. Like I said, it made that so much quicker doing that bedside that I'm like,
Yeah.
it's not an issue. I do want them rat rods too. Like hearing you talk about them, James Ritchie did a good video on them, taking the trim off the quarter panel and snaking up in there. So I do want to get some of those. Matt's got to quit making tools. I'm gonna go broke.
There's a lot of the
Yeah.
new ones that I wanted, but I ran out of my budget quick. I don't ever go with a big budget because I order stuff.
Yeah,
I like putting my hands on it there, and then
I thought it would be a good idea to make a list this year. You know, like I'll just make this list and go look at everything on the list. I think that was worse because I kind of knew what I wanted to spend money on. Didn't even think about the price. Let's just go. You know,
I had to. So I had to go around. I went around Thursday since I was exhibitor. Got mine done quick, but then I had to take Ray because Ray don't have any tools. I was like, me and you gonna set a time Saturday to go, and I walked him to each booth and kind of helped him get like a little starter set. So
okay.
I heard you had to save him from making purchases.
Yeah, he bought I turned around and talked to somebody for a minute, and he's over there. I was like, no, wait, come here. No, you don't need that.
Oh Lord! All right, well, you know, off of MTE, yeah, what is a tool budget? Not for somebody that gets hell every 2 months. There's not a tool budget.
Tad forgot his list at home. Shout out to Tad and Jeff, by the way, just totally off subject. Like Forrest Gump and Lieutenant Dan was amazing.
They have beat themselves every year.
Yeah, they came in. I think David White posted on TikTok. It's got like 200,000 views or something of them coming into the MTE. I was like, holy crap!
Wow.
Yeah.
So those that didn't see it.
What about the video afterwards of Jeff sitting on the park bench?
Oh God, yeah.
That had me. I was dead.
He sat down on that bench, and the dude looked at him and started laughing, and his wife or girlfriend just rolled her eyes and looked the other way.
Yeah.
But anyway,
if he thinks the world of you too, brother.
So let's get into who TJ is outside of the PDR world. So we know you're married, but you know, give us a lowdown. Like, how long have y'all been married? How many kids you got? You know, what do y'all like to do? You know, as a family outside of the PDR world, because we all know there is a life outside the PDR world, no matter what other dent guys say.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love PDR, but I'm not obsessed. I'm not obsessed with tools and all that stuff. I love talking to all you all about it, but I just there's some guys that take it to another level. Frankly, I don't have time. So it's just work and kid stuff. But so Tracy and I have been married since 2005. So what is that? That 18, 19 years almost. Yeah.
So you was with Dent Wizard. How'd you meet her?
So we went to the same high school, but didn't know each other. And then mutual, and it's not even a big high school. It is now, but it wasn't then. And then we met through mutual friends shortly after. And actually, I was graduated. She was still a senior, so I guess I was robbing the cradle as the creepy guy. But yeah. So, anyways, we met and started dating, and we got married in 2000. So that was 97 that we started.
Okay, so y'all was together before you went Dent Wizard then.
So what year did she graduate?
98.
Oh, that's when I graduated. Okay.
Yeah. So no, wait. Yeah, it was in her senior year that we met, and then she graduated shortly thereafter. But so we got married, lived in Cincinnati, both of us our whole lives, our suburbs of Cincinnati pretty much, and have 3 kids, all G names. Gage, our oldest, is 16. Gavin, our middle, is 13, and
he's not from Alabama. Come on.
No.
Oh.
And then Garrett, our youngest, is 10. So
Nice.
They're all about 2.5 years apart. So obviously our life revolves around our kids.
Oh yeah.
I coach baseball. I help coach 2 different select baseball teams. And actually here at 8:30, 7:30 your guys' time, I have to be at a basketball practice. So if we can make that all work, it's only like 5 minutes away. It's only like 5 minutes away from here though. So so we love sports. We encourage them to be involved just for multiple reasons, from teamwork, the camaraderie, the commitment, the dedication. If you're coachable, you're usually pretty employable too, as an adult.
Yeah.
So
Right.
that's kind of important. But I'm all over the place because I'm a car guy too. I love sports, love cars. We have 4-wheelers that we ride together, me and the boys. We have pontoon boat, and we love to freshwater lake boat. We like to float and have a few cocktails, and but yeah, that's a good portion of our life is just sports and the kids, and try to do all those other activities. It's just hard to fit it all in.
I gotta ask, which one of your kids saw Jeremy Nadeau and decided to kick you in the leg?
So we vacationed with Jeremy. We went to I can't even think of the name of the place now, but we were staying in a cabin together, and Jeremy started just beating on his kids, man. I mean, not in a
bad way. They wrestle around.
They wrestle around.
We know.
Don't call the
operator.
Jeremy, but child services is on the way. But yeah, they are you hearing me?
Yeah.
Okay. They I think it was my youngest, my 10-year-old. So he was probably 8 at the time. He walks up and just rocks me in the leg, and I was like, "Whoa, wait a minute, buddy. We're not playing that game." Yeah. But it was a good time. Jeremy has a great family, man. He's got some great kids too.
Yeah.
We really enjoy hanging with them for sure. And they're only up between Toledo and Detroit, so 3 hours away.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Hocking Hills, if you ever heard of Hocking Hills, that's where we met in Ohio. A lot of hiking and waterfalls and just neat outdoor stuff there. So
nice.
Yeah.
That's what I love about it. That's what I love about our group, man. We all love our families like crazy,
Oh, yeah.
We learned it from our dad.
We'll act up like crazy, but when it comes to our kids and our wives, it's
all that matters, man.
Yep. Love lakes, but I don't drink.
Same.
I love the lakes down here. I'm not a big saltwater guy, but I love going some of the lakes and stuff.
TJ or Tab wants to know how far you are from Hocking Hills.
2.5 hours. Not too bad. Yeah. And Tad's probably in the opposite direction, about the same, I would think.
Probably.
Is that because they couldn't say the word hiking or something? Is that what they call it?
Hocking.
No, I have no idea. No idea. I'm sure there's history to that, but yeah, I don't know. Tad's 3 hours away, so yeah, probably about pretty close.
I want to hear about your car.
Which one?
All of them.
All of them?
Yeah.
So I'm a Toyota guy. Weirdly, I used to be way into Jeeps too. So, which usually in like the off-road world, you're either Toyota or Jeep, you know. But I grew up on Jeeps. So my fun cars are, I have a 1990 Toyota Supra Turbo. It's a super clean, all pretty original car. I got the window sticker and everything for it. I got into that one because I wrecked my only wreck of my life. I wrecked in '89, put it into a tree with Tracy with me a few years ago. So yeah, that was. She said I tried to kill her that day, but she did break her collarbone. That was the hardest part about it. I mean, the car is what it is, but to know I hurt her, you know, that was. Yeah, I struggled with that for sure. I'm still not right with about cars, and it kind of it didn't help. You know, as far as my enthusiasm towards cars, it kind of messed me up. But then I have her car is an 04 Lexus IS 300. It's a manual, which are pretty hard to find in those cars.
Yeah.
She loves it, but barely ever drives. I told her I'm going to sell it because she drove it twice last year. And then I have a 87 Turbo 4Runner. It was a California, Nevada truck. It's not running. Engine's on the engine stand, and I just kind of stopped on it. I need to get back to that eventually. And then I have a Jeep Cherokee that I used to race. So I did like off-road endurance racing. It's a mix of high-speed stuff and rock crawling, and it's usually long races that you have to keep going and compete over several hours. If anybody's heard of King of the Hammers, that's probably the biggest version of that in the country. It's out in Johnson Valley, California. There's 50,000 people just come together in the desert, and it's some crazy stuff. I navigated a car in that race back in 2015, I think 2014, with my friend Adam, who's a phenomenal driver. I just watched the GPS the whole time and told him where to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Watch out for that person.
Yeah. So that's our fun. That's our fun cars. That's our toys, and none of them were super expensive. It sounds like I got a lot of stuff, but none of it was super expensive. I've collected it over the last 25 years, and the most expensive thing I have is the barn I just built a few years ago to keep all my crap in, and that's that's been my goal. You know, it's been my goal for a long time, is to have a big shop at home, and it's there. It's not finished yet. I ran out of funds, and the inside's just it's good dry storage right now.
Yeah.
So,
well, you can do all that, a little at a time. So
they can't hide money.
Yeah. But I like Tad's question though.
That's Spencer. Like that's his normal. He said that to me more than once.
Do your Toyotas sound like a rocket ship like Dad's every time you talk to him? Talk about Kevin every time
I've got a Tundra. My daily truck is a Tundra, and I don't think so.
You don't have
no
exhaust on it, do you?
What's that? Oh no, I don't have it's stock exhaust. Yeah. It's pretty quiet. But
so, what did your 16-year-old get for a first car?
He also got a Toyota Supra.
My man.
It's a 86.5. It's a two-tone. It's the first year non-turbo. It's a cool car. It's an awesome car for a kid. It's really into cars as well. But it's rusty. We're trying to get together. He's got we bought a real cheap beater Camry. That's kind of our like baseball tournament car, backup, whatever. And so he's been driving that since he just got his license a few months ago.
Gotcha.
But he's ready. He's like, I got to go to a birthday party this weekend. I'm not driving the Camry. He's like, can I drive the Lexus? And I'm like, no. How about
Mom
Mom's
don't
Jeep?
drive it.
Can I drive Mom's Jeep? And I'm like,
No.
no. Just drive that Camry. Nobody will pay attention.
Yeah, you missed it, David.
David said your wife. Yeah.
Yeah, he missed the apostrophe.
Oh, got him.
You already know. You've done a Tail of the Dragon in the Super too, hadn't you? Was that
the one I wrecked? Yeah, I didn't wreck it there, but yeah, it's
right.
And the Lexus. I've had the Lexus there twice. I've been 3 times to Tail of the Dragon. That's a
I've
lot.
never been there. I wanted to. I wanted when I had my crotch rocket and never made it. I think I was a little intimidated. I was like, eh.
You can do whatever you want to do at your pace.
Right.
I mean, it's a public road, so really you shouldn't be beating the brakes off of them anyways. But everybody does, within reason. As long as you stay on your side of the road and you're smart about it, it's relatively safe, I think. Yeah.
Right.
But it's beautiful. I mean, you get off the tail and go on like the Skyway and some of the roads around there. They're just as pretty and fun and not as crowded. And
you got Fontana
less cops.
there.
Yeah.
I'm sure all the cops just chill on like a Tail of the Dragon. They're like, just wait for it. We'll be busy today.
I've heard. I've only seen a couple, and I've heard some guys that got pulled over and ticketed for this and that, and I've heard them. They're just making sure people are being as safe as possible.
Right? They know what's going to happen.
They're not going to chase anybody down the hill. That's for down the road.
No,
that's
but
for sure.
There's been a lot of. So the company I used to work for when I traveled managing disaster work is out of Robbinsville, North Carolina, right there. So one of the guys, he was an EMT.
Okay.
And all the stories I heard that he ran, I'm talking about wrecks with cable wires taking people's heads off. I mean, it just, idiots being idiots going down, especially motorcycles. But no, I've never been down it. I've been near it. My parents have gone through it. Tons of people I know. The Camaro I bought, the 01, it's got Tail of the Dragon sticker under the hood. So
nice.
It's been down it.
Yeah.
But no, I'd love to go back up there. And, oh, God. Yeah,
everybody getting off. I'm just giving them. Hold on. Let's see if we do it. There we go.
Don't get me started.
I found this in a BNI group meeting one morning. I'm sitting there doing it, and they said something. I'm like, all right, cool. And then this happened. I was like, what? I'm in a BNI professional business owner group. I'm like, let's go.
Good grief.
It's the little things. Well, Jeremy did ride it last year. Jeremy Nadeau, he took his bike down it.
That's right. Yep. Yeah, that was just this past fall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm a couple guys. So we ain't got to go the full hour because we know you got to get, it's 7:05 here, 8:05 there. So we know you got to get down to your kids and stuff. But no, man, we really enjoyed hanging out, and seeing y'all at MTE, and your wife was a blast, especially me selling the DBAP stuff. I mean, she was all in, son. That was awesome.
She likes to have a good time, and she's great. I probably don't give her all the credit she deserves. She's I couldn't do what I do without her for sure.
I said she fit right in. She's like one of the guys. She fit right in with us. That was awesome.
Oh yeah, she keeps our life in order and makes sure the kids have what they need, and I just go work and do my thing.
I'm the same way, David. I already miss everybody too. Like it wasn't near enough time. It never is.
No. Well, maybe we should do like a halfway through the year meetup somewhere or something.
Well, I think MT next year we need to do we need to have a secret society get together do dinner one night or something like that.
Yeah, we were supposed to do a picture.
We need to do a picture because we're going to try to do it this year, and we all totally forgot about it. So
yeah, are we allowed to talk about it publicly like that, the secret society, or are we gonna?
I mean, we call it secret society. It's on the back of our shirts.
We got stickers. It's on the shirts.
We didn't say who's in the secret society.
It ain't Fight Club. We can talk about it.
Yeah. Well, I added, as you guys know, Spencer the other day because I think he's going to be a great fit. I didn't know if there was any protocol, like I was supposed to run it by anybody or what.
Danny said, Kiko, pay for the secret society. I like his style.
Heck yeah.
Chris White won't even know about it until they get back.
We'll add Chris in right before MTE.
I agree, Cliff. Or MTE Dixon. We don't need Nashville. We just do MTE Dixon.
We did have MTE Nashville. It was called Andy's Toy Drive. So,
yeah, everybody come to that in November. I mean, that's
Cliff, I got
the
your shirt. I'm going to send it to you, though.
I need to travel around and see everybody's shops, man. I
want to do that so bad.
And goal for me down the road is to do a retail shop. I'm a shop guy. I like working with clients directly. I like working, doing that type of damage and making people happy. And I think down the road, that's probably the direction I'll head in for sure.
There's something about it, like some guys that are mobile and stuff are like, man, how do you sit there from 8 to 5 all day? It's like, it flies by. Like, I love being here. You're like, sometimes, like, I ain't got nothing to do in the afternoon. I'm still hanging out. Just make sure, it's not as bad as people think it is.
I mean, I think I spend 3/4 of my life already hanging out in shops, whether it's my own garage, my neighbor's garage shop up the street is phenomenal. We hang out all the time. I work out of the Mike Albert building, so I'm kind of in a shop there in the afternoons. I'm in my Mercedes dealer. I'm in that shop a lot. So that's all I know.
Yeah,
sure. I love it.
Well, one piece of advice. I know you got this new shop behind your house or whatever.
Barn.
Don't ever do a shop at your house. I can't tell you how many customers I get that, well, I was going to go to so-and-so, my wife was, and then he's like, you can bring it to my house. I'm in my shop behind my house. I'm not sending my wife to some stranger's house to the shop. If you're going to do a retail location, find you somewhere separate that's.
Yep, I agree. For sure.
Well, I mean, we're almost an hour, but.
Yeah, we almost made it.
Yeah, we're almost
Even me on my deathbed, I hung in there.
Oh, poor baby.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. And I put you through all that technical difficulty.
You sweating that? I wasn't. I was like, we get it down.
Hey, we got around it though. We got around it. Just,
I'm still blaming my son for not getting that Google Chrome downloaded for me.
Yeah, but there's some sort of issue there that why it's not. What I think it is, you're trying to download it and everything, and you're trying to do it in a hurry, and it's somewhere in there. That little file is somewhere in there, and and it may just be you having to restart your whole computer or something too.
Oh, James just got on. We could have started an hour late. We could have started an hour late. James was next week's show, we shouldn't have any technical difficulties because we got Mr. Ryan Shutt on Golden Mike Award winner.
Yep.
That'd be a good one. Love Shuddy.
Be a great one. Y'all catch Andy on his tomorrow night.
Yep, I'll be on.
He may be dead,
night.
But
there'll be a different backdrop. There'll be my bedroom wall with the computer laying on the bed. Like it's gonna be different.
Yeah. We got a couple of good weeks of shows coming up. So, and I got some interesting people I met down at MTE and stuff that I want to get on. That they're technicians and own small, cool little. I mean, it's tools, I guess, but the car cover guys. I don't know if you saw the car covers.
Yep, we got some. I got one.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get them on because I talked to them a while. They seem pretty nice and. Just want to kind of get all that out there too. But yeah, we got several good shows coming up in the next couple of weeks. And I'm under the bathroom sink trying to. And why are you watching us?
You should be looking at YouTube.
Yeah, right.
I was searching bathroom fixtures. You guys showed up. I don't know what happened. Jack, it's gonna be hard, but it's shutty, so I'll make it happen. I'll be able to stay up late because it's for shut. So.
Well, TJ, man, I appreciate you coming on, brother. And
thank you.
Even with all the difficulties, man, it was still a great show.
Absolutely, we love you, brother. It's
you
finally get you on.
You're on the TV and everything.
Yep.
So. That's
PB
awesome.
Blaster.
Good grief.
Well,
But
thank
yeah,
you for
like I
having me,
said,
guys.
absolutely. We've been needing to get you on for a while. Knew it'd be a great show. It's just going through everybody all the time. It's like,
Sure.
dang. But
Sure.
We got a lot of people we need to get on, and we just or like this. We were just so busy this summer, we just wouldn't have shows for 2 weeks. You know?
Brandon be like, "What are we gonna do?" I'm like, "I got
don't
30 hell cards." Like,
Right.
Oh goodness. But yeah, appreciate you coming on. Appreciate everybody watching tonight. We had a lot of people watching tonight.
a lot of watching, a lot of commenting. We appreciate
I don't
it.
want to say, but I want to say our live views are probably bigger than Bryce Kelly. So
TJ.
that's something. That's
Whoa.
something right there.
Whoa. Just think if we would have started on time.
Yeah.
Right? Look how many
Yeah.
people we lost.
So yeah. Oh, I want to say shout out to Matt. Matt, you're that phone holder dude, whatever that tacky substance on the suction cup thing. It's phenomenal, but it's hard to get off a car. But I have loved that phone holder all week. I've been using it like crazy. So I appreciate it, man. That was a great little idea you had. But
All right, I'm going home.
that's
Going
it.
to bed.
All right, appreciate everybody, and
See you guys.
yep, we'll see you later.
Bye, everybody.
Peace out.